There are a lot of symbols on a car's dashboard, and they can vary depending on the make and model of your vehicle. However, here are some of the most common symbols you might see. Symbol 1. Check engine light. This light is a warning that something is wrong with your engine or emissions system. You should have it checked out by a mechanic as soon as possible. When the cell illuminates, it indicates that the OBD system has detected a fault in one of the vehicle's components or systems that affect its performance or emissions. The fault can be minor or major, and it may or may not affect the drivability of the vehicle. The cell can be solid or flashing, with a flashing cell indicating a more serious problem that requires immediate attention. Symbol 2. Battery warning light. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's charging system. It could be an issue with the battery, alternator, or other electrical components. When the battery warning light illuminates, it indicates that the vehicle's charging system is not functioning properly. This means that the battery is not receiving sufficient charge from the alternator or generator, which can lead to the battery being discharged and the vehicle not starting. There are several possible causes for the battery warning light to illuminate, including a faulty alternator or generator, a loose or damaged alternator belt, a bad battery, or a problem with the electrical connections or wiring in the charging system. Symbol 3. Oil pressure warning light. This light indicates that there is low oil pressure, which could be due to a lack of oil or a problem with the oil pump or oil filter. Low oil pressure can cause significant damage to an engine if not addressed promptly, so it is essential to stop the vehicle immediately and check the oil levels. If the oil levels are low, adding more oil may solve the problem. However, if the oil levels are fine, there may be a more serious issue that requires the attention of a qualified mechanic. Ignoring this warning light can lead to costly repairs or even engine failure. Symbol 4. Brake system warning light. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's brake system. It could be something as simple as low brake fluid or something more serious, like a malfunctioning brake system. There are several reasons why the brake system warning light may turn on, including low brake fluid levels, worn brake pads, a malfunctioning brake master cylinder, or a problem with the anti-lock braking system, ABS. If the brake warning light turns on while driving, it is important to take immediate action and have the brake system checked by a qualified mechanic. Symbol 5. ABS warning light. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's anti-lock braking system. This system helps you maintain control during hard braking or in slippery conditions. The ABS is a safety feature that prevents the wheels from locking up during hard braking, which helps the driver maintain control of the vehicle. If the ABS warning light turns on, it indicates that the system is malfunctioning and may not work correctly in an emergency braking situation. There are several reasons why the ABS warning light may turn on, including a faulty ABS sensor, a malfunctioning ABS module, or low brake fluid levels. If the ABS warning light turns on, it is important to take immediate action and have the system checked by a qualified mechanic. Symbol 6. Tire pressure monitoring system. This light indicates that one or more of your tires is underinflated. Driving on underinflated tires can be dangerous and cause premature tire wear. The tire pressure monitoring system is a safety feature on modern vehicles that helps to prevent accidents caused by underinflated tires. When the tire pressure drops below a certain threshold, the system sends a warning signal to the driver through this symbol on the dashboard or instrument cluster. By maintaining proper tire pressure, drivers can improve their vehicle's handling, fuel efficiency, and overall safety on the road. Symbol 7. Seatbelt warning light. This light reminds you to fasten your seatbelt before driving. If the seatbelt warning light remains illuminated even when all occupants have fastened their seatbelts, it may indicate a malfunction in the seatbelt system, and the vehicle should be inspected by a qualified technician. Drivers should always make sure that all occupants in the vehicle are properly secured with their seat belts before driving. Symbol 8. Airbag warning light. The vehicle lighting symbol for the airbag warning light typically appears as an image of a person sitting with a deployed airbag in front of them. This symbol indicates that there may be a problem with the airbag system in the vehicle, and that the airbag may not deploy properly in the event of a collision. When the airbag warning light is illuminated, it is important to have the vehicle inspected and repaired by a qualified mechanic as soon as possible to ensure that the airbag system is functioning properly and that the vehicle is safe to operate. It is also important to note that the airbag warning light may illuminate briefly when the vehicle is started as a self-check, but it should turn off after a few seconds. If the light remains illuminated or comes on while driving, it is an indication of a problem. Symbol 9. Fuel warning light. This light indicates that you are running low on fuel and need to refuel soon. When the fuel warning light is illuminated, it is important to find a gas station and fill up the vehicle's fuel tank to avoid running out of gas while driving. Running out of gas can not only leave you stranded, but it can also cause damage to the fuel system and result in expensive repairs. Symbol 10. Temperature warning light. This symbol indicates that the engine's coolant temperature is too high, which can be caused by a variety of issues such as low coolant level, a malfunctioning thermostat, a failing water pump, or a blocked radiator. When the temperature warning light is illuminated, it is important to take immediate action to prevent engine damage. You should pull over to a safe location as soon as possible, turn off the engine, and allow it to cool down. Do not attempt to remove the radiator cap or coolant reservoir cap while the engine is hot, as the pressurized coolant can cause serious burns. After the engine has cooled down, you should check the coolant level and add more if needed. If the coolant level is low, you should inspect the system for leaks and have them repaired by a qualified mechanic. If the coolant level is normal, the problem may be due to a malfunctioning component and it is recommended to have the vehicle inspected and repaired by a professional. Continuing to drive with an overheating engine can cause serious engine damage and result in expensive repairs. Symbol 11. ESP or escape warning light. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's electronic stability control system. The ESP or escape system is designed to improve a vehicle's stability and handling by automatically applying the brakes to individual wheels and adjusting engine power to help maintain control in difficult driving conditions, such as during sudden turns, acceleration, or braking. When the system detects a loss of traction or instability, the warning light may illuminate to indicate that the system is engaged or that there may be a malfunction that requires attention from a qualified technician. If the ESP or escape warning light stays illuminated or flashes while driving, it is important to have the vehicle inspected as soon as possible to determine the cause of the issue and ensure the safety and proper function of the system. Symbol 12. Low washer fluid warning light. This light indicates that your windshield washer fluid is running low and needs to be refilled. Driving with low washer fluid levels can result in reduced visibility, which can be dangerous, especially during inclement weather or when driving in dusty or muddy conditions. Therefore, it is important to refill the washer fluid reservoir promptly when the warning light illuminates. Symbol 13. High beam indicator. This light indicates that your high beams are on. The high beams are a type of headlight that provides brighter and more extended illumination of the road ahead. They are typically used when driving on dark, rural roads or highways with little to no other traffic. However, when other vehicles are approaching, it is essential to switch to low beams to avoid blinding the oncoming driver. It is essential to use high beams responsibly and only when necessary to avoid accidents and ensure the safety of other drivers on the road. Symbol 14. Dipped beam headlights. The symbol for dipped beam headlights on a vehicle is typically represented by an image of a headlight beam pointing downwards and to the left. This symbol is used to indicate that the vehicle's headlights are currently set to their low beam setting, which is intended for use when driving in normal traffic conditions and when approaching other vehicles. In most countries, it is a legal requirement to use dipped beam headlights when driving at night or in low light conditions, as this helps to prevent glare for other drivers and ensures that the road ahead is adequately illuminated without causing visual discomfort. The dipped beam setting is typically activated by rotating the headlight switch on the dashboard or using a separate control on the steering column. Symbol 15. Turn signal indicator. This light flashes when you activate your turn signal, indicating that you are turning or changing lanes. If the turn signal indicator on the dashboard is flashing faster than normal or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the turn signal circuit, such as a blown bulb or a damaged wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to ensure the proper function of the turn signal and other lighting systems. Symbol 16. Cruise control indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's cruise control system is active. Cruise control is a feature that allows the driver to maintain a steady speed while driving, without the need to continuously press the accelerator pedal. When the driver activates the cruise control system, the vehicle will maintain a constant speed until the system is deactivated or overridden by the driver. If the cruise control indicator on the dashboard is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the cruise control system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to ensure the proper function of the cruise control and other safety systems. Symbol 17. Fog light indicator. This light indicates that your fog lights are on. You should turn them off when approaching other vehicles or when driving in urban areas. They are typically located at the bottom of the front bumper and are designed to reduce glare and improve visibility in adverse weather conditions. It is essential to use fog lights responsibly and only when necessary to avoid accidents and ensure the safety of other drivers on the road. Some modern vehicles also come with automatic fog light systems that can detect the presence of fog or mist and switch the fog lights on and off accordingly. Symbol 18. Open door warning light. This light indicates that one or more of your vehicle's doors or trunk is open. If the open door warning light is illuminated while driving, the driver should pull over and check all doors, trunk, and hood to ensure that they are fully closed and latched. In some cases, the warning light may be caused by a faulty sensor or wiring connection, and the vehicle may need to be inspected by a qualified technician to identify and fix the problem. Symbol 19. Lane departure warning indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's lane departure warning system is on. This system alerts you when you drift out of your lane while driving. The lane departure warning system is a safety feature that uses sensors and cameras to monitor the vehicle's position on the road and alerts the driver when a vehicle is drifting out of its lane. The LDW system typically uses visual and audible cues, such as flashing lights or beeps, to warn the driver of potential lane departures. If the LDW indicator on the dashboard is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the LDW system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to ensure the proper function of the LDW and other safety systems. Symbol 20. Electric power steering warning light. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's electric power steering system. You may experience difficulty steering or a loss of power steering assistance. The electric power steering system uses an electric motor to assist the driver in steering the vehicle, providing better handling and control. When the EPS warning light comes on, it indicates a malfunction in the EPS system, which may result in difficulty steering the vehicle, especially at low speeds. If the EPS warning light comes on while driving, the driver should reduce speed and exercise caution. It is recommended to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician as soon as possible to diagnose and repair the issue with the EPS system. Driving with a malfunctioning EPS system can be dangerous and lead to accidents, so it is essential to address the issue promptly and ensure the proper function of the EPS and other safety systems in the vehicle. Symbol 21. Hill Descent Control Indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's hill descent control system is on. This system helps you maintain a safe speed when driving down steep hills. The HTC system works by automatically applying the brakes and controlling the vehicle's speed to prevent skidding or loss of traction. The HTC indicator serves as a reminder to the driver that the HTC system is engaged and may need to be turned off in certain driving conditions, such as on flat or level terrain. If the HTC warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the HTC system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to ensure the proper function of the HTC and other safety systems. Symbol 22. All-wheel drive indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's all-wheel drive system is engaged. The AWD indicator serves as a reminder to the driver that the AWD system is engaged and may need to be turned off in certain driving conditions, such as on dry or paved roads, to improve fuel efficiency and reduce wear and tear on the drivetrain. If the AWD warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the AWD system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to ensure the proper function of the AWD and other safety systems. Symbol 23. Collision avoidance system. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's collision avoidance system. This system helps to avoid collisions by warning you if you're getting too close to another vehicle or obstacle. The collision avoidance system is a safety feature that uses sensors, cameras, and other technologies to detect and warn the driver of potential collisions with other vehicles, pedestrians, or objects. The CAS system may provide visual and audible alerts, such as flashing lights or beeps, to warn the driver to take evasive action to avoid a collision. If the CAS warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the CAS system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the CAS and other safety systems in the vehicle. Symbol 24. Adaptive suspension damping system. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's adaptive suspension damping system. This system adjusts the suspension to provide a smoother and more comfortable ride. The adaptive suspension damping system is a technology that adjusts the suspension damping or stiffness of the vehicle's shock absorbers to improve handling, stability, and comfort in different driving conditions. The ASDS system may be automatically or manually controlled by the driver, depending on the vehicle's design and specifications. If the ASDS warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the ASDS system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to ensure the proper function of the ASDS and other safety systems. Symbol 25. Collision warning indicator. The collision warning system is a safety feature that uses sensors and cameras to detect and warn the driver of potential collisions with other vehicles or objects in front of the vehicle. The collision warning system may provide visual and audible alerts, such as flashing lights or beeps, to warn the driver to take evasive action to avoid a collision. If the collision warning indicator is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the collision warning system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the collision warning system and other safety systems in the vehicle. Symbol 26. Diesel particulate filter. This light indicates that there is a problem with your vehicle's diesel particulate filter, which is responsible for reducing harmful emissions. If this light comes on, you should have the filter checked and replaced if necessary. If the DPF warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the DPF system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection, or a clogged or damaged filter. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the DPF system and other emission control systems in the vehicle. Symbol 27. Brake pad warning light. It simply means your brake pads need to be changed. Your car will activate this warning light on the dashboard when it detects that the brake pads have reached a specific amount of wear, suggesting that it's time to replace your brake pads. Do not disregard this light if it appears in your car. If the brake pad warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the brake pad wear sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the brake system and other safety systems in the vehicle. It is important to replace the worn brake pads promptly to ensure proper function of the braking system and to maintain safe driving conditions. Symbol 28. Key fob battery low warning light. When the key fob battery is low, it may not be able to communicate with your car's security system or start the engine. If you see the key fob battery low warning light, you should replace the battery as soon as possible. You can usually do this by opening the key fob and replacing the battery with a new one. If the key fob battery low warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the keyless entry system or the key fob itself. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the keyless entry system and other electrical systems in the vehicle. Symbol 29. Ignition switch warning. The ignition switch warning symbol is typically represented as a key or a key-like icon, and it indicates that the vehicle's ignition is switched on, but the engine has not yet started. This warning light is a reminder to the driver to turn the key to the start position to start the engine. The ignition switch warning symbol is usually accompanied by other symbols or indicators on the dashboard, such as the battery warning light, the oil pressure warning light, and the check engine light. It is important for drivers to pay attention to these warning lights and take appropriate action if they illuminate, as they can indicate potentially serious problems with the vehicle. Symbol 30. Key not in vehicle. The key not in vehicle dashboard warning light typically indicates that the vehicle's anti-theft system is active and the key fob is not detected inside the vehicle. This warning light is often accompanied by a chime or beep. In such a situation, try removing the key fob from the vehicle and then reinserting it. If the warning light persists, try replacing the battery in the key fob. If the warning light still does not turn off, it may be necessary to have the vehicle serviced by a qualified mechanic to diagnose and repair the issue. Symbol 31. Press clutch pedal. This dashboard warning light typically indicates that you need to press the clutch pedal in order to start the engine or change gears. If you are starting the engine and this warning light appears, it means that the clutch pedal needs to be pressed in order to allow the engine to turn over. This is a safety feature designed to prevent the engine from starting in gear, which could cause the vehicle to lurch forward or backward unexpectedly. If you are already driving and this warning light appears, it could indicate that there is a problem with the clutch or transmission system. In this case, it is important to take your vehicle to a qualified mechanic as soon as possible to have it inspected and repaired. Continuing to drive with a faulty clutch or transmission could cause serious damage to your vehicle and compromise your safety on the road. Symbol 32. Press brake pedal. The dashboard warning light that says press brake pedal typically indicates that there is a problem with the brake system, and the car's computer is not detecting the proper pressure in the brake lines. The most common cause of this warning light is low brake fluid level. When the fluid level is too low, there may not be enough pressure to engage the brakes properly. If you see this warning light, you should first check the brake fluid level in the reservoir under the hood. If the level is low, you can add more fluid to the reservoir. If the brake fluid level is normal, there may be a problem with the brake system that requires professional attention. This could be caused by a leak in the brake lines, a problem with the brake master cylinder, or a faulty brake sensor. Symbol 33. Glow plug or diesel preheat warning. The symbol you are describing is typically the glow plug or diesel preheat warning light. It is an indicator that appears on the dashboard of diesel vehicles to inform the driver that the engine's glow plugs are heating up and the diesel engine is being preheated before starting. This warning light is especially important in cold weather, as diesel engines can be difficult to start when they are cold. If the glow plug warning light remains illuminated after the engine has started, it may indicate a problem with the glow plug system or the engine itself. In this case, it is important to have the vehicle checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as possible to prevent further damage to the engine. Symbol 34. Winter mode. Winter mode or snow mode is a feature that some vehicles have to improve traction and stability in slippery or snowy conditions. This feature may be activated by pressing a button or switch on the dashboard or center console. Some vehicles may also have a dedicated icon or light on the instrument panel to indicate that the winter mode is active. If the winter mode symbol is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the traction control or stability control systems. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the traction control and other safety systems in the vehicle. Symbol 35. Service required. The service required symbol serves as a general warning that the vehicle is due for routine maintenance or that there may be a problem with one of the vehicle's systems that requires attention. It is a reminder to the driver that it is time to take the vehicle in for scheduled maintenance or to have it inspected by a qualified technician. It is important to address the service required warning promptly to ensure that the vehicle is maintained in good working order and to prevent potential problems or breakdowns. Failure to address the warning could lead to more serious problems and costly repairs down the road. If the service required symbol is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the vehicle's onboard computer or diagnostic system. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the diagnostic system or other electrical systems in the vehicle. Symbol 36. Rear window defrost. The symbol for rear window defrost typically looks like a series of wavy lines, representing the wires that are built into the rear window. Sometimes there may be an icon of a car with wavy lines at the bottom of the rear window to indicate the defrost function. The symbol is usually found on the dashboard controls or switches, and it is used to activate the defrost feature that heats up the wires in the rear window to clear any fog or frost that may have accumulated on it. It is used to indicate that the rear window defrost system is activated, which helps to remove frost, ice, or condensation from the rear window for better visibility. The symbol may be found on the dashboard or control panel of the vehicle and is usually labeled rear defrost or rear window defogger. Symbol 37. Eco-driving indicator. When the eco-driving indicator is illuminated, it means that the vehicle is operating in an eco-friendly manner, which typically means that the engine is being used efficiently and that the vehicle is consuming less fuel than it would otherwise. This can be an important feature for drivers who are looking to reduce their fuel costs and minimize their environmental impact. It is used to indicate that the rear window defrost system is activated, which helps to remove frost, ice, or condensation from the rear window for better visibility. The symbol may be found on the dashboard or control panel of the vehicle and is usually labeled rear defrost or rear window defogger. Symbol 38. Air suspension warning. The air suspension warning light is a symbol on the dashboard of a vehicle that indicates an issue with the air suspension system. The air suspension system is designed to provide a smoother ride by adjusting the height of the vehicle and absorbing shocks from the road. If the air suspension warning light comes on, it usually means that there is a problem with the system, such as a leak in the airbag, a malfunctioning compressor, or a problem with the control module. It's important to address any issues with the air suspension system as soon as possible, as a malfunctioning system can affect the vehicle's handling and safety. Symbol 39. Fuel filter warning. Here is no standard vehicle lighting symbol specifically for a fuel filter warning. However, some vehicles may have a warning light that looks like a gas pump or a fuel filter that illuminates on the dashboard when there is an issue with the fuel system, including the fuel filter. Some vehicles may have different warning lights or symbols for different issues related to the fuel system, so it is important to correctly identify the specific warning light before taking any action. In any case, if you suspect an issue with your vehicle's fuel system, it is best to have it inspected by a qualified mechanic as soon as possible to prevent any potential damage or safety issues. Symbol 40. Fault problem. A vehicle lighting symbol fault problem typically refers to an issue with one or more of the exterior lighting systems of a vehicle. This can include problems with the headlights, tail lights, brake lights, turn signals, and other exterior lighting components. If you see this symbol, it's important to address the problem as soon as possible. To resolve the issue, you should consult the vehicle's owner's manual to determine the specific problem and its solution. In some cases, the problem may be as simple as replacing a blown light bulb, while in other cases it may require more extensive repairs or component replacements. It's generally recommended to take your vehicle to a qualified mechanic or dealership to diagnose and repair any lighting faults. Symbol 41. Automatic gearbox warning. If your vehicle has an automatic transmission warning light, it may appear as a gear icon with an exclamation point in the middle, or it may simply say Attore Auto on the dashboard. This warning light typically indicates an issue with the transmission system, such as low transmission fluid levels, a malfunctioning solenoid, or other mechanical problems. If you see this warning light come on, it's important to have your vehicle inspected by a qualified mechanic as soon as possible to diagnose and address the issue. Ignoring transmission problems can lead to more severe damage to your vehicle and potentially expensive repairs down the road. Symbol 42. Blind spot monitoring indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's blind spot monitoring system is on. This system alerts you when there is a vehicle in your blind spot. If the BSM warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the BSM system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the BSM system and other safety systems in the vehicle. Symbol 43. Park assist indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's park assist system is on. This system helps you park by providing visual and audible alerts when you are getting too close to an object. The park assist system is a safety and convenience feature that uses sensors and cameras to help the driver park the vehicle in tight spaces. The park assist system may provide visual and audible alerts, such as flashing lights or beeps, to guide the driver while parking and avoid collisions with other vehicles or objects. If the park assist warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the park assist system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the park assist system and other safety and convenience systems in the vehicle. Symbol 44. Engine start or stop system indicator. This light indicates that your vehicle's engine start/stop system is active. This system automatically turns off the engine when the vehicle is idling and restarts it when you press the accelerator. The engine start/stop system may help improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions in stop-and-go traffic. If the engine stop warning light is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the engine start-stop system, such as a faulty sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the engine start-stop system and other engine and electrical systems in the vehicle. Symbol 45. AdBlue level indicator. This light indicates that the AdBlue fluid level in your diesel-powered vehicle is low. AdBlue is a liquid that helps to reduce the emissions of nitrogen oxides from diesel engines. If the AdBlue level is too low, the vehicle may not start or may enter into a reduced power mode until the AdBlue tank is refilled. It is important to keep the AdBlue tank filled to ensure proper function of the SCR system and to meet emissions regulations. If the AdBlue level indicator is flashing or not illuminating at all, it may indicate a malfunction in the AdBlue level sensor or wiring connection. In such cases, it is necessary to have the vehicle inspected by a qualified technician to diagnose and repair the issue with the AdBlue system and other engine and emissions systems in the vehicle. Remember, the symbols on your car's dashboard will vary depending on your make and model of vehicle. It's important to familiarize yourself with your owner's manual to understand what each symbol means and what actions you should take if they light up. If you're ever unsure about a symbol or warning light, don't hesitate to take your car to a qualified mechanic for assistance.